Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends controller Build-A-Figure Waves Speedball. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And finally, we have a Marvel Legends Speedball figure. I've been wanting this for so long, but yeah, I cannot deny that I am a little disappointed by that glaring gap inside the packaging over here. I could already tell it does not come with accessories. But anyway, nice artwork on the sides of the box over here as well as the back of the packaging. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave. And then there's no logo on the top and there's just a barcode right there at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Speedball out of the packaging, looking pretty cool. I gotta say, yeah, lack of accessories is kind of bumming me out already. But anyway, let's get a closer look at something that could be an accessory, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. So the figure comes with the controller Build-A-Figure piece and no accessories. I wish we'd gotten a force field effect for this figure. Also wish we got interchangeable hands. You want the guy with wide open hands, and we don't have those. We just have the fisted hands right there. And these are very uniquely decoed hands too. So you can't just like use hands from a different figure to make up for it, so that's a huge bummer in my eyes. And yeah, these are from Polka Dot Man from McFarlane Toys. Use some sticky tack, to kind of, get that on his back. Makes him look a little bit more complete that way, right? No? Don't look bad? So Speedball and Spiderman share the same daddy, so thank you Steve Ditko. I guess he's the second to the last character co-created by Steve Ditko, Squirrel Girl being the last. But anyway, yeah, science experiment gone wrong or radioactive field thingy making him have the ability to have these force field speed bubbles around him, and he can't really touch anything without launching himself into the opposite direction, so he has to control it. I mostly am familiar with the character from the New Warriors, and then much later on in the Civil War storyline where he became Penance, and then later on went back to being Speedball. But I gotta say, while I have my gripes about the accessories, this head sculpt is awesome. This is a great looking head sculpt. I really like it a lot. I like that he's got the smile on right there. The goggles with the eyes behind it look great. So I'm very pleased with this, and I love the way this was sculpted. I love the way it was painted. I like the deco. I like the deco of all these bubbles over here, looking really good. Throughout, we get that on the figure, and it just looks awesome. Well, you can see they're missing it in the hinge right there. So I just lied to your face. Geez, well, not really to your face, but to your computer screen, I guess. But yeah, you can see we don't get the deco on the hinge right there, but it's not that noticeable. And now we're seeing the Sunfire body mold reused again, which I don't have a problem with. You might have a problem with it, but I don't. And eventually, when we see that Spinneret 2-pack, I hope it becomes standard that, when they use, well, those elbows could probably be used on that figure too, I'm thinking. But anyway, yeah, the deco. The deco looks really good right over here on the arms and the hands. Again, you're not going to see it in the hinges. It does look a little on the faded side right here around the belt. So you can see some blue coming through a little bit, but not much. There's that porthole on the back. Then you get the deco or the deco right here on the legs as well. Why can't I say deco? That looks really good right there as well. And you get peg holes at the bottom of the feet, and there's the calves. Now, there's not a lot to say about the articulation here. We're familiar with the Sunfire body mold, but you can get this new head to move all the way up, and it will move all the way down, shifts forward and back like a pile driver, turns side to side, and a little bit of head pivoting. And to measure the figure out, you can see that it is standing almost at 7 inches tall, but yeah, to the top of the head, just a little over 6.5 inches. Then for a size comparison, here's Speedball next to another recently released figure that's also using the Sunfire body mold. We have Havoc, and again, I don't like jumping waves like this. I would prefer to get all the figures from one wave, review those, and then get all the ones from the other wave and review those. But this is what it is. This is how I have them. Then for a New Warriors figure comparison, you can see we have Speedball next to Rage. I still have to paint the Rage on the back of his jacket right there, or his vest anyway. Then we have Firestar and Nova. I really want a Namorita figure. Come on, Hasbro, bring us Namorita. And then here's Speedball next to another Ditko co-creation. We have the Vintage Collection Spiderman. Then here's Speedball next to the only other another figure from this wave that I have and reviewed. We have the Marvel Legends Alex Ross inspired Iron Man. And yeah, I hope to get more from this wave sooner than later. Then here's Speedball. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spiderman. Speedball? Man, don't you know drugs are bad, huh? Don't you know drugs are bad? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love by hitting that like button and support this content by hitting that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people that support this content over here and help make these videos happen. If you want to support via membership, click that join button down below. Now this figure has a lot of disappointing characteristics. The lack of accessories frustrates me like crazy. That is the biggest downfall for this figure for me anyway. I mean, the fact that we don't even get wide open hands, that frustrates me so much. And not getting any of the Speedballs, that really frustrates me too. It really does bum me out. And as much as I really like the way the figure looks on its own, like, it doesn't really make up for the lack of those accessories, man. It just doesn't for me personally, but it doesn't mean that the figure looks bad. The figure does look fantastic. I really like how the deco came out throughout on the figure. I love that head sculpt. So there's definitely cool things going on here, but overall, the feeling that I have with the figure when I'm done taking photos and everything, I feel disappointed in the lack of accessories. What can I say? I'm very happy to have the character in my action figure collection, so that makes me happy. At least we have the character, and hopefully later on they include accessories for this guy with other figures somehow. Maybe we'll get a re-release with one of his different suits, I guess, and that will come with more accessories. I'm just hoping that we get accessories for this figure down the pipeline somehow, some way. Hasbro, please make it happen. Because at the price point around 25 to 30 bucks, I'm gonna give this Speedball figure a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
And if I didn't want this character so bad, it would be a Black Friday rating, but because I really want it and I'm in desperation for a Speedball figure, I had to give it a not so bad. But if not, I would have given a Black Friday rating. But I want to know what you guys think, because I still think the figure looks great. I mean, just that head sculpt alone makes me very happy, and I love that Sunfire body mold. But anyway, let me know what you think. Again, if you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, whatnot as well. I have a sale going on, or an auction sale going on this Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there, and I will catch you later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,